Hey y'all. So 5 tips on dealing with negative people that has helped me so far. 5 would be fear. What I mean by that is, let's say maybe somebody is so comfortable in being themselves, they found this great new way or this great new freedom in being themselves and speaking from their heart, and then all of a sudden they come around you and you're like, I don't like this person. People that are kind of turned off by it. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're negative or that they're bad people. It could just be that sometimes your truth may make them feel uncomfortable or they're intimidated by you. Not because you're the best at whatever, it's not in an egotistic way, but just in the sense that maybe what you're saying to them triggers something in them they're not ready to face. You have to remember that we're really dealing with energy, right? We're all energy. And that anytime you're in a relationship with anybody, whether it's a romantic relationship with your family, friends, or whatever, they serve as a mirror for you to see yourself because that's how you evolve. So when you're around somebody and they say something to you that triggers something in you and you feel anger or you feel any type of emotion, it's important to not externalize that, but go back inside and be aware of your emotions. What do you feel and where and why? You're not a victim. You are 100% responsible for your emotions. So you are not entitled to be like, oh, because this person said this, I'm going to say this. And because really just becoming the person that you don't like or doing the same thing that this person is doing. Now, I know that it's not always easy to do, and I'm not saying that I'm the best at it. I'm also human. Try to be aware of your emotions when something like that happens. So when somebody's around you and their presence or their energy triggers something in you, instead of externalizing, why does that make me feel that way? And what do I feel? And where do I feel it? That's really going to empower you and help you grow, because maybe that person is saying something to you and deep inside you agree with it, but you're just not ready yet to acknowledge it or to accept it as your truth. But maybe, that's something that's going to set you free and make you feel even better. So when you recognize that fear, that resistance that you have, it could actually help you. Tip number 4 would be acceptance. Accept that not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay. We're all here for different purposes and we have different paths, and it's about resonance, right? So you're not going to resonate with everybody, you can't relate with everybody, and that's good, because if everybody just could get along with everybody, it'd be very boring. It would be a boring place to be, and what would we learn? You want the right people to resonate with you, and you don't necessarily want to be really around the people that don't. We want to find our soul family. We want to be with those people that resonate with us. It's not like not to say you separate, but you want to be aligning with the people that's supposed to be in your path so you can accomplish the things that you're here to accomplish. You want to be a good person. You don't want to waste your time proving it. So come across some people, sometimes your energy just doesn't relate, and that's okay. So you choose if you want to be in that situation or not. Attract who you are, not what you want. Remember that. Always be aware of the people that's around you, and then you ask yourself, why are these people around me? What am I putting out there? Normally it's always when you go back inside as opposed to you externalizing things. Tip number 3, empathy. So always try to remember when somebody's negative to you or just plain old nasty, and you're just like, well, what's going on with them? Like, I wonder, maybe they're just, maybe they just got out of a breakup, or they're going through a hard time, or they lost their job, or maybe they just lost their job, or something's going on, or they're dealing with an addiction. You don't know. You don't know what's going on with people. It's not just a beautiful thing to do and have empathy for others. Not only will you help yourself and not give away your power, allowing somebody to be nasty to you and you strike back, that's you giving away your power. You don't want to strike back and be nasty to them and then that person that you don't want to be. Tip number 2 would be balance. So important to balance yourself, align yourself. It has a lot to do with your chakras, which is a whole other video, and hopefully one day I get to talk a little bit more about that. But we can't always be positive. We can't always be negative. You're not going to be one thing forever, right? It's all about balance, and it's so important to have that balance within yourself when the world outside of you is crazy, for you to be centered and calm so you can hear the guidance of what the next step should be. Since I struggle a lot with that because I am a very impulsive by nature and I'm a very fiery person, I could be very impulsive. I created this routine for myself that has helped me align. Maybe it'll help you too, which was as soon as I wake up, I try not to talk so much. I try to stay to myself as much as I can and not to talk. I just want to feel my body and feel things around me as opposed to think about what's going on. Did I get an email back? What's going on my social media? Like, I try to put all that stuff off for at least 10 minutes and just stay in my own presence and feel my surroundings, feel what's going on in my body, be aware of my thoughts, watch them come, watch them go. So I create this space in between my mind and my body that I can come back to when everything is going on around me. So once I exercise that enough, I'm not so impulsive to answer back something that I might regret later or do something that I'm not really sure that I want to do. So definitely it's something that has helped me a lot. And if you're new to meditating and it's not something that you are used to doing, maybe you want to start. You can set your timer on your phone for 3 minutes and work your way up to 5 minutes and then work your way up, so on and so forth. And you don't have to be a certain religion to do it. You can be any religion or no religion at all and still be able to do it. It's just, just being able to kind of come back in with yourself, check back in with yourself, as opposed to always being in your head and what's going on all the time. And tip number 1, which I think is the best, save the best for last, right? I think it's so extremely important to just stay true to who you are and truly love yourself. Once you understand that people are not necessarily bad and we're here to learn from everybody and we have to kind of go inside and we're here to call in our soul family, people that resonate with us, it's okay. It's not, you can't have everybody love you. That's just not the way it goes. And truly loving yourself means you embrace yourself for who you are. You understand what you're doing. You are unique and other people are here to learn from you and you're here to learn from them. So I hope these tips help you and I will be back with more fairly soon. Thank you so much. Peace.